You're listening to the Podcast Detroit Network. Visit www.podcastdetroit.com for more information.
SportsRadioDetroit.com.
Oh, yeah, motherfuckers. We are back. Pat, Devon, Mario, Nick, we're all here.
Everyone's here.
We are. Shout out Chest Hair Mike.
Shout out Chest Hair Mike, wherever you are.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Sports Radio Detroit and Podcast Detroit.
Definitely.
We're back with our 8th installment of the Set Piece.
Want to get right into it?
Yeah, let's get right into it. It's Patrice Evra, bro.
It's the highlight of the week.
Yeah, it definitely helped me get through my work week. Patrice Evra is known for, letting everyone know that he really loves this game of football.
He's easily one of our top 5 favorite footballers on the planet.
Yeah, great. He's got a great Instagram.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen him play much at all this year, except
I'm not sure he is.
But he's like really active right now. His hips are still just as loose as ever.
Yeah, he definitely didn't play the other day, though.
Oh, Nick, just hit us with it real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Here's what I love this game.
I love this game. My throat.
We love this game too, Patrice.
And we definitely love it when you pull Eric Cantona style attack on the fans. Pat, I'll let you go because this is your favorite part about it. It wasn't just any fans.
Yeah, so I mean, how does it start, right? He's kicking balls in the stands because they were chanting at him and they were chanting negative chants.
Yes,
so
that's more or less.
So he's running around to the barrier to try and confront these guys. But the best part is they're his own fans.
Yes.
Yeah. and for some reason, neither side can figure out how to get around the barrier, so they just both run up to it.
Yeah.
And the dudes are trying to his own fans are trying to throw punches at him over the barrier. But Patrice doesn't play like that.
No, he does not play, and he basically uncorks a Muay Thai front kick. Basically.
It was a Jackie Chan style.
Yeah.
Fucking left heel to the ear.
Yeah, and he definitely connected. And you would think that there's like a gigantic force field around the barrier because they were having so much trouble.
Yeah.
They were all trying to get across from it, but no, only can get across her fists and feet. And Patrice Evra just loads up.
The best part is that he runs up and it's not like everybody was swinging, and he threw in a kick. He walked up and just sized the guy up and threw the kick first move.
Throws the kick, and then he also gets back and reloads it for another one.
He was ready.
Yeah,
he was ready.
He wanted that shit.
Oh no, it's perfect form though. It was beautiful. It's the highlight of the week. Easily.
It's almost like getting fired on your day off.
Yeah, so he gets a red card in warm-ups for kicking his own fan in the ear.
And he was on the bench, so it wasn't like
hit us again.
I love this game. My throat.
Now, a little part of me does hope that when he threw the fucking heel at that guy's ear, that he yelled, "I love this game!" Like
I hope so too. I hope that's just like what he says for everything.
Like that's his move. Like
Yeah.
that's how he tried to gain more power with the kick.
Yeah, I feel like he uses "I love this game" for anything, anytime in life.
Yeah. And he didn't yell at him in French. Like that's it.
Yeah, I love this game. Did you see the Instagram post when he was suspended?
No.
It was just basically just a panda watching the game alone in a couch on like a couch.
God. Yeah, his caption had sort of a shot at the fans.
No. Yeah, it said like shout out to my true fans. Yeah, I believe so.
Get that internet working. Hang on.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah, we probably got too many devices hooked up to it right now. I've never seen the Instagram like loading thing.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
I'm gonna throw this computer away.
No, but it was. I don't even know. They haven't really announced when his suspension, how long his suspension is. It's kind of just like one of those. Yeah.
Oh no! Him doing a push-up and a panda in a chair alone.
Mm-hmm.
What does it all mean?
Great result tonight. Well done, guys.
Hashtag, I love this game.
Yeah. So who knows? That might be the last we
ever see of him.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful ending.
Friendly fire is frowned upon, I believe. So
Kind of.
Not on this program.
yeah, you can't kick the ultras though. Like I think that's the one thing you can't.
They fight in France too, especially
do.
in Marseille. So
They get pretty rowdy, which is, I guess I don't want to like stereotype them as being like a more passive, but they're pretty. They're no Italians.
no.
They're no Italians. You're not going to get stomped out with feelers.
Nobody's stabbing anybody with like a pocket knife.
I think that's the worst thing about Italy is you're getting
stabbed.
You're getting stabbed and then stomped out by dudes rocking like Fila driving shoes
and like white Louis Vuitton shoes. Yes.
and light jeans. So, no, but yeah, it was
I'm
rowdy.
never going to Italy.
No. Between that and like the anti-Semitic shit that's going on right now, it's pretty. Yeah, it's not. Not
Seriously,
a real
guys?
for me. And I think that they're still doing the monkey chants. So
Yeah.
so
they are.
so yeah.
God damn it.
I just crossed that right
Yeah,
off.
well,
on
Italy
my
doesn't exist
European
anymore.
tour.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else happened?
Yeah, a little bit more. We're getting away from the spice right now. We'll move back into pouring out some liquor.
Yeah, real quick liquor report.
Yeah, pour out
The
some
West
liquor.
Ham edition.
Pour out your bro beer.
This was about
for
to
Slaven
happen.
Village.
This was about to happen for like what? The last 10 months?
Yeah, it's been basically
Something
since
like, it's been quite a while.
the douchebag Payet has left.
Yeah,
it's been,
because he tried to
it's
get
been-
fired last year too. And I thought Bill did a good job getting Payet out.
Yeah, he's been struggling with his team and with his hairline for some time now,
Yeah.
and they both failed him.
He'll land on his feet, but
That
great
drubbing.
picture of him.
That drubbing, like when Liverpool put it on them, I was just like, oh man, just put this dude out of his misery.
Yeah.
And I feel like it sucks because, West Ham did just move into that really, really brand new, pretty stadium, but
That makes no sense.
it's
though.
really fucking cold. And there's no fucking vibe in there at all. It feels almost like watching an NFL game. You know how you can't
you can't get close to the field.
you can't get close to the field. The fans feel like so far removed from it.
It's weird though because like you feel like that we got a new soccer team. We're going to move them into this stadium that hosts the Olympics. They built that fucking stadium. Like nobody thought like maybe we should design this so I don't know one of these soccer teams can play in it
That wasn't the intention at first.
at all. Like you can tell that though. Like nobody went like hang on a sec like. Maybe a soccer team could play in this after the 2 weeks that we use it. And they were like, nope, fuck that. We're building this specifically so track and field looks awesome and you all can fuck off.
And let's not forget that there's one real strong rule there is there's no standing.
Which is crazy because Green Street hooligans are West Ham fans.
Yeah, I
like
know.
they fight. They're the dudes on the point fighting.
It's crazy. Yeah, so
Sidebar question.
yeah.
Do you think that English fans, especially like getting older English fans, are really bummed out about how this goes? Like Chelsea fans go to Rome and get beat up by dudes with Louis Vuitton shoes. Everyone's worried about going to Moscow. City fans got beat up in Napoli. Like, do you think that they're bummed because like some of the guys are old enough to remember back in the day when England was king of the hill?
They've neutered the hooliganism there, yeah.
Try to
Like, do you think?
that
But
out.
do you think that bums out like the 50-year-old dudes? Like, you don't even understand. Like back in the day,
Yeah,
son.
well, like,
easily.
You watch like basically a 0-0 match on like a muddy ass pitch and you
Yeah.
just headbutt dudes.
This is like I'm gonna
they
go
miss,
outside.
they miss
I'm gonna
those
drink
days.
7 more beers. I'm gonna try and stab someone.
Yeah, no, they miss those days
Getting
for sure.
thrown out of Europe.
No, it's
Seriously,
it's different. I guess when you go back to remember when
England's bougie as hell now.
remember when Cologne was parading through the streets before they played Arsenal?
That's a
How frightened they
terrifying
looked?
clip.
Yeah, that's
But that's not because.
that's never gonna happen
That's not
anymore in
because
England.
German hooligans are tougher. That's because that was a bunch of Germans walking down the street with red and
Yeah.
black flags, chanting something that we couldn't understand. So no matter what, even though it's
Yeah,
like,
that
wow,
is
that's
always
great that they
scary.
all came to that game. The first 10 seconds of that clip, you're going, the fuck am
that's
I
always
watching?
scary. You're right. You're right. Yeah. So another sidebar.
All right.
Okay. Now.
Yes.
Part 2, here we go.
Now think
Off
about
the
this.
rails.
Think about this though. With Tottenham moving into this new stadium, do you worry about them losing the atmosphere that they had at White Hart Lane?
I think
I would say a bit, yes, because it's kind of like the Falcons Stadium because they're also building it for the NFL.
yeah, they're
NFL will
building for
actually
the
be playing
NFL.
games there, too.
Yeah.
Nah, I disagree though. From what I've seen, they are really worried. I hope they don't go too far the other way, like the Red Wings did, where it's like we're going to make the best hockey experience ever, and they forgot about all other shit. Like I heard the basketball is terrible in that arena. I think that they are so focused on making sure they keep that same kind of atmosphere, at least acoustically, as White Hart Lane, that you hope they don't go too far in that direction.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, yeah, it sounds great. You can hear all the chants, but you can't see shit in some of these sections.
But Wembley is but like even Wembley's not even as hype as White Hart Lane. So it's like,
yeah, I mean, that was like that's super old school, right? And I think they're trying to get that old school feel. You see, they're building it really upright. Apparently they were talking about how good the acoustics are going to be. So you'd hope they thought it through, but it wouldn't surprise me, man. If nothing else, Form will drop a minute like it did when they got to Wembley because it's just unfamiliar surroundings.
Yeah,
it's not you don't have your spot. You don't have your way into the stadium that you go every time that you're at home. You know, you're not really used to. It's not the bounce of the boards, but maybe the pitch is different.
Yeah, and I think that bringing that full circle back to West Ham, I feel like when they moved to that stadium, everything that made West Ham is kind of like, the crowd participation was
absolutely.
It was a huge part of that, and that fan experience has completely changed.
And now you're just at Wembley throwing cups of pee at each other.
Yeah,
that video.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. But
that was the Tottenham Bros.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
bro.
that's true.
But
back in the day, somebody's getting stabbed.
Yeah.
You throw piss on me, somebody's getting stabbed.
There's Pat pining for the old days of knife fights at your local soccer match. When the English Football League was all English.
Yeah, when the FA was the FA.
Yeah. Fucking terrible.
Anyways, what else happened?
Now, Slaven Bilic, though. I like him as a manager. I think that he just really got some bad luck.
Where does he go next? Because he definitely lands. Do you think he goes back to a team in England, or is he going someplace on the continent?
I don't know, man.
Or is he going to coach in MLS?
I want everyone that gets fired from the Premier League to go end up and take that Rangers job.
Mm-hmm. Oh man,
I really.
It's not Bilic.
It's not Bilic.
You had it right. They're not going to be good enough until Alan Pardue takes that job because he. I don't even that's like Batman, Superman, but like in a douche fight with the barrage, where it's just like the two of them squaring off. And by the way, Rangers and Celtic, there is no good old days. They still headbutt and stab people.
They do.
That's how they get down.
Yeah, I really want that, but I
want that bad too.
But for Bilic, I feel like he goes somewhere into the championship.
Yeah,
I think that the championship has a lot more money now, and it's a little bit more of a desirable.
He's going to try and go down and do the Rafa Benitez.
Yeah,
thing
it's a desirable gig.
Out.
If you can get a job with
at Forest or Leeds or a bit like one of those big clubs that have been down there forever, but like I think it was Forest who just got bought, maybe by Americans, so that might not work out. But whatever. Will you look at that?
I will.
Yeah, but I think that's his next best route. I don't really see him going anywhere else.
Something tells me that dude should go to Everton.
I thought of that too for a second.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but I hear that they're really they're high on Dyche, obviously.
Yeah,
and
that'll never work. By the way,
Craig Shakespeare too.
Ugh.
Which is kind of
harmless,
just kind of crazy. But so pour some out for Slaven Bilic, and his replacement is Pat's favorite.
Oh my god,
the incomparable
David Moyes. I saw this and I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, no, you sent me that link, and it took me forever to read it. And then when I read it,
because I was like, why would anybody bother writing this? Because it can't be true. Because why would they do that?
I think when you see the last we saw David Moyes, he was shitting all over himself.
Yeah, he was whimpering in the rain as Sullivan was getting relegated, and then he bailed,
threatening to slap women, and then
yes. Yeah. And you dug up that picture of him when he was playing, and he looks like a ginger zombie.
Yeah,
which is also terrifying and haunts me.
So I think this is the thing: is like, why would you appoint a manager who just had his team give up on him? Like, I think it was early on, except for Jermaine Defoe, basically just poaching goals
because he knew he was playing his way out.
Everyone gave up on David Moyes. I think right away when he said that, hey, they didn't give me a lot of money to improve this team, so we're not going to do that well this year.
Wow.
And then he barred, Sunderland is just.
Do you think that's why West Ham's already come out and lied and said that he can buy 4 players in January?
Yeah, but like, good luck buying.
They're going to buy 4 players in January, but they're going to sell 9.
But good luck buying people in January, because that's the thing is like you can't. It's been proven that no one wants to spend any money. Like no one's going to give up anyone that's worth a damn in January.
I'm just waiting for him to cut payroll so we can get Chicharito.
Yeah, stop it bro.
Already.
Yup.
I know, and that's the thing is David Moyes does not have a good relationship with Chicharito.
Yeah,
it's from the Manchester United days. So it's definitely terrible. It's like I don't know. I would definitely. I'd take Alan Pardue over David Moyes for sure.
Why not call Koeman?
Yeah, I'd take Koeman over David Moyes.
On a vengeance quest? Waiting to get that Barcelona job?
Bro, I might take Bob Bradley
No.
over David Moyes is trash, and he's
Bob Bradley's got a cake job. He works for Will Ferrell.
He's sunk every squad. He's like, every squad.
He's
since Everton.
He's riding out like getting into Champions League with Everton like 7 years ago.
And that's like after he sank. He's a punchline for Manchester United.
God,
he got run out of fucking Spain.
Yup.
And he got.
I forgot he was in fucking Spain.
He got
Still
run out of
didn't know the
Spain.
language.
He got run out of Spain, and then he got run out of Sunderland. And
I
first of all,
forgot about that.
Who the fuck in Spain is going to hire a manager who can't speak the language? Saw that it didn't work, and then hire another dude that doesn't speak the goddamn language.
Yeah, you talk about
Gary Neville?
Yeah.
Well, his brother speaks it. Just like he's going to talk to
the fuck out of here. So I don't know. From what I've heard, David Moyes' deal is, I think it ends at the end of this season, so they don't have to renew him. It's kind of like a 6-month deal.
It's so dumb.
So maybe they think they're going to be able to keep. He'll be able to keep them up.
They're trying to go down?
I don't know. Maybe they think he can keep them up because there's like if you look at the table. There's a lot of people shit in the bed right now.
Yeah, probably by process of elimination they'll get enough points to stay up. But if you really want to stay up, you call Big Sam. You wake Big Sam up.
Yeah, that is his old squad. I think that I don't know. I feel like this Big Sam's a dude who just quit a job on a pretty decent. Like the team, Crystal Palace wasn't that terrible. I don't know.
I just don't think he gives a fuck. Like if he wanted to move, and he wanted to, if he just wanted to work, like
I'd take him too. I'd take Gus Hiddink.
Yeah, Uncle Gus. He's not doing shit.
No, he's just like
he was working on Fox Sports. He was at the Confederations Cup, hanging out with crazy ass Eric Winalda and whatever that girl's name is.
Yeah, bro. I think there's a lot of better decisions you can do.
Kate Abdo,
especially because like you have all this offensive talent up front, and now they're gonna play in a really really boring park the bus counterattack, fucking David Moyes experience. It's not good, and like I could care less if they go down. I kind of want to see it because I want to see that big stadium in the championship.
They need to let people headbutt and stab again.
You think that'll probably fix it, huh?
They got to do something to turn around.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel confident about this, but I do think that everybody else down at that level is just bad enough that they'll be able to stay up. But
you're probably right.
It's a super safe move. It's basically like hiring Bruce Arena.
What could possibly go wrong?
You know, it's something like that. So moving on.
This was my second favorite clip.
Your boy
behind Patrice Evra kicking that guy in the head.
PSG watch. They're back again. You got to check on these boys because you never know what they're up to. Neymar, I guess obviously is he a player coach at this point?
I have a theory that Neymar has actually come the closest that any human has come to physically living Peter Pan's life.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Like
I was just gonna say,
he's got his own soccer team. The guy that tried to take a penalty instead of him, he's going to get kicked off the team. He's just hanging out with his bros, throwing sick parties, and playing a little bit of soccer.
I was gonna say, do you think that Neymar might be part of like a actual real life body switch movie where a kid has a pair of magical shoes and then becomes a world famous soccer player?
This is an actual Disney movie.
I think that it's actually happening. It could be. It's something
you
like.
Might be right.
Because the way that this motherfucker acts is.
Honestly, like,
he could be an 11-year-old. Yeah. It's like it's like the kid from Blank Check.
But the good news is that if you are an 11-year-old kid trapped in Neymar's body, you throw sick Halloween parties.
Throw really sick Halloween parties where you get to dress up as Joker from Suicide Squad.
Yep. And hang out with models.
Fuck
Neymar, man.
And you know what?
Like he's just like Neymar gets it, or maybe he doesn't. He's just super lucky. But either way, fuck him, man.
But this is after they hung up 5 on Angers. Like it's
on who?
Yeah, I know. No one knows who Angers FC is. You're absolutely right. That's why he's playing.
That's why he had time to think about his fucking costume.
There. Yeah. So he obviously loves Jared Leto, and he really loves, I guess, mediocre DC movies.
I'm not even sure I understand who Danny Elvis is supposed to be. I think he just went as him into whiteface. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Like they don't say. I don't even really understand it. And it's just the bros from PSG and models.
Yeah, it's just
dressed up in like really really expensive Halloween costumes.
Expensive but generic ass
Halloween costumes. Yeah, nobody is doing anything clever.
There's a pirate There is looks like a Jabberwocky.
Someone at the PSG office just Googled top 50 Halloween costumes, and everybody picked one.
There's a goddamn there's a bunch of vampires there.
Somebody with the Chucky mask that they borrowed from Patrice Evra.
Is that someone? Princess Leia?
Damn, dude.
Is that
in the back?
Is that groupie here? Is that black dude Princess Leia? Who's that?
Oh no, that's his pirate hat.
Oh, okay, he's a
pirate
pirate.
hat,
Okay.
Yeah, he went as the
Wow, so these soccer players are so creative. They all dressed up as what you would dress up for your elementary school.
Yes, because
Halloween party.
But if you're writing a movie as an 11-year-old, you just think like an 11-year-old.
Perfect sense.
You're right, dude. You're right. I don't know what this guy's doing either. Maybe he's a bodyguard and he just got in the picture.
Yeah, it's a good move. Really solid photo bomb.
Yeah.
So that's why Neymar left Spain, because now he gets to
Not
run
enough time for parties.
his team, his rules. He can party whenever he wants.
Nobody can tackle me in practice, and that's only when I show up when I want to.
Wait. Hold on. I got a really important game against Angers tomorrow, so I need to go to bed before 4 a.m.
Where are my physios? Both of them.
Live your best fucking life, Neymar.
Yeah, dude, fuck that guy, but he gets it.
I can't wait for you to get destroyed in like the quarterfinals of a second, like when you get like a real squad. That's ready.
When you gotta play Chrissy.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to you being super frustrated and throwing like hissy fits,
And then getting thrown out of the game. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
We
need all new players.
His hissy fits aren't as good as like a signature Chrissy fit, but it's pretty close.
If you're not my friend, you gotta go.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. He's gonna be playing with just a bunch of dudes that are just playing in Brazil right now.
Yes.
That are just his buddies.
Yes, it's gonna be a team of his buddies.
Neymar's cousin's gonna be a goalie. Oh man, just spend that Qatari money.
Shout out to Neymar.
You do you. Moving on to some sadder news.
What am I seeing?
Actually, some real ass fucking news. We talked about a little bit earlier. Atletico Madrid is not excelling in this Champions League.
Which is great, because if they wake up, Chelsea's in trouble.
They drew with Quarterback again.
I know. It was awesome. It made all that.
It was.
Yeah, it made all that dick that they had to take in Rome so much easier.
Yeah, that was outrageous. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah,
but
that helped out a lot.
But yeah, after that draw, it's looking more and more likely that they will be in the Europa League. And Gabby had some really choice words for Arsene Wenger's favorite match, for
that competition.
Wow,
bro. So I guess he's not going to play a lot on Thursday nights?
Yes, he said.
Today I would say it's a total piece of shit.
Yes, he believes the Europa League is a total piece of shit.
That's awesome. He's definitely not trying to play like Red Star Belgrade at 9 o'clock on a Thursday.
No, who wants to go anywhere in the former Soviet Union on a Thursday?
I know.
You get hit with a goddamn missile on your way in.
You're in Eastern Europe. It's freezing. You're playing on a field that feels like the parking lot we just walked in.
Yeah, you're just aging your body playing on this pitch.
Enjoy that, Diego Costa.
Oh man. That's that's gonna be pretty brutal, and it's definitely something that they're gonna be there.
They're going.
And the thing is they may have to try, because they're sitting like fourth.
I know.
They're sitting fourth in La Liga.
I know. So that would be fun. They got to get that Jose Mourinho card.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're in.
They may have to, which also kind of sours Arsenal's plans. It's looking like the Europa League may be a little bit more challenging than they anticipated.
That's why the Europa League gets real when you get in the knockout stage, because then it's teams that are like, whoa, wait, shit, do we have to try in this?
Yeah. Oh,
and then
fuck.
they try.
Oh yeah. That's
why they're holding on to Alexis Sanchez for that championship run.
Get the fuck out of here. There we go, a little Arsenal slander, just to make sure everything's all good.
Yup.
Making sure that you guys realize who Pat hates the most.
Bro beer.
But yeah, let's move on to a little bit more drama. Now that Diego Costa is gone. Now that Diego Costa is gone, there's a little bit more spice to go around on the Chelsea
pitch. Need a new Brazilian
pitch.
dude to pick on.
And who's that dude?
It's David Luiz.
Oh, you talking about that dude you guys just spent $40 million to bring back?
We netted 28 or something on that.
Yeah, so now I think that you guys believe.
In the bank.
But now he's already on the outs?
Yeah, you can't. We were just talking about Italians, right? You can't check the coach and his tactics, especially after you get your ass beat in Italy. And that's what he did. So Conte threw him out. And he was like, oh, I guess I don't have to practice today. Sweet. And then he showed up for the game on Sunday, and they were like, no, you're not dressing.
Yeah, he trained with the youth squad, I think.
Yeah,
in the morning.
Keep that cool scarf that you have on your head on because you're not going anywhere. Like, fuck this. We'll just play Manchester United with Andres Christensen.
Yeah,
fuck this.
Because he looked really, really good in training.
Yeah.
If you ask Conte.
Yeah.
So yeah, apparently there was a bust up. Was it on Friday?
It was something like that. So it was after they got beat down.
Yeah, it was the end of the week. It was the end of the week bust up during training.
That's why he's crazy. Like nobody else fights with players, plural, in practice.
Yeah,
Like Pep is crazy, Mourinho's crazy, but like no one is getting in like shouting matches. And
I guarantee you,
banishing people.
There's video of like Conte, like dirtily tackling his own players. I feel like.
I was gonna say it's probably like some Bobby Knight shit.
Yeah, he's coming in
and he's choke holding people.
Just scissor takedowning dudes.
Yeah, in like the 2-touch drill.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro.
With this fucking face.
Yo, show that picture of fucking Bane Conte. I need to see that shit right now. Before the hair plugs, Antonio Conte went through multiple phases, and one was the come over, but the most important was the bald years.
I think he was down coaching in Serie B.
Yeah, he was in Serie B.
Oh man.
Yeah, he looks like Bane.
Lord.
Yo, and he's on a serious cycle because he's super jacked.
Jesus.
Where is it?
Oh, Mario found it. It's fucking. It's down there. You're right down there. You're right. One more. Boom. Yeah, he was.
I feel about that.
He was super jacked too. Like, look how fucking yoked he is, bro.
He's so big, bro.
He treated Serie B like it was prison.
Yo,
Jeez.
He's got a neck tattoo that he had to get removed. I guarantee.
no,
you.
he just tattooed over it with all the orange.
Yeah,
skin.
the orange tan. That's exactly what the fuck he did. Oh fuck! I totally forgot that allegedly he tattooed tanned himself.
I swear to God, though, like, here's how weird this could get too. Like, if they fuck up in the next month and don't get out of this group, and they end up going to Europa League, he's getting fired. He's getting hired by Inter next summer, and he's coming back like this.
That's exactly how he's coming back.
Just out for everybody, trying to beat Roma 13-0.
Oh my god, bro! It's
Just out for everybody. Like, I would not want to be on that dude's bad side because you're right. He's like trying to break people's legs in practice.
Conte, he's taking names, and David Luiz is on the goddamn name. He better hope he doesn't get a goddamn text message in January.
Oh man,
your services are no longer needed.
How crazy are these meetings with like she's got to be a crazy woman too that's running the club now.
Yeah,
Abramovich and him.
Yeah, it's got to be insane.
Nobody being able to speak to each other.
Let's not forget that Kennedy also was not a part of the bench because he yawned.
Well, he was screaming at people after they got beat down in Rome. Yes. He was dressing down everybody individually one at a time, which is a fucking awesome coach bully move.
Yeah.
And while Kennedy's waiting for his turn, he yawns and it's just like, you're not playing either. I wasn't going to play anyways.
And that was the last we saw of Kennedy.
Yo, and they need to be playing that guy, but he's just such a dickhead.
You know, but like between yawning and then doing the racist stuff when they were in China on tour, like he's like...
I know. It's just like he's getting that look just with a little bit of hair plug.
He didn't steal anything from a Louis Vuitton store, but it was pretty bad what he said in China. It was pretty problematic.
He got thrown out before he could.
All right, so let's move on to like even more juicy shit though, bro.
This is looking fun now.
This U.S. soccer presidency,
This is fun.
it's on. It's on.
It's officially on.
Pat's favorite commentator
In all of sports.
Kyle Martino,
Has thrown his hat in a ring.
the most fancy, frail man.
And who are we kidding? He would never wear a hat over that hair.
No, he never would. And you know what? He's ready, and he wants to be our U.S. soccer president.
I support it.
I support it, but not as much as my man Eric Winalda. But
Winalda's an all-star.
things are
You know that.
things are getting fucking crazy when you're stepping down from your cushy ass NBC Sports gig.
Oh yeah, he hit the jackpot and he was like, you know what? I might have another jackpot.
And you know what the thing is?
Let's get weird.
Is I'm all for him running for this, but I'm also all for getting a lot more of the two Robbies. So
Absolutely, I think he's done in February, isn't he? Or did he step down immediately?
yeah, I think he stepped down immediately.
Awesome.
At least I hope.
They got to get a third guy though, right? They can't just have
They'll
those.
do the two Robbies, and they'll bring in I don't know. No, Arlo won't come over there, but
No.
they'll bring somebody up.
To get Graham Lasso over here.
Oh, no, because Tim Howard ain't working.
Oh, that's right.
Got you.
Yeah, Timmy's definitely going to be in
He's
his
gonna be there with a way too tight suit on.
Yup.
Before you know it.
Yep, the fresh shave. Mm-hmm. Yep. You're right, dude. Timmy Howard's definitely coming to the studio.
Weird ass socks with the short
Robbies
yeah.
and Tim.
Timmy.
Yep, that's exactly how it's going to go down.
I can't wait.
So yeah, now we're back to the U.S. soccer presidency. It's kind of pivotal right now because obviously with us not making the World Cup,
Oh, this is huge. That's why they're not hiring a coach.
you have to like things have to change, and it seems like there's a lot of different ways to go here. Like Sunil Gulati hasn't like formally put himself back into the running, but
Right,
we
but
know
his
that,
deputy is trying to run, right?
Yeah, so that's another corporate schmo, which will be kind of be more of the status quo what we're used to. And then you have Eric Winaldo, who's we've talked about it a lot. I heard him a little bit more today. He's really, really wants to shake some things up. He's talking about promotion relegation.
Yeah,
And how that can work for American businesses.
it's true.
And it really can. It
We need
depends.
Eric Winaldo to make American soccer great again.
No, we do. I
The longest campaign today.
The
Make the
longest
hats
sigh
now.
ever. Just
It's like,
yeah, I don't know what else to say. And then we have Kyle Martino, who's also talking about creating a whole. It's a little bit similar to Eric
What Winaldo
Winaldo
was talking about?
It's basically like when you go on The Price is Right, and then you say $5, and then someone says fucking
yep.
$6, Rob.
Yeah.
That's basically what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I have the same ideas that Eric Winaldo does, but I'm like a little less crazy.
Yeah. Just vote for me instead. Well, guess what, Kyle? We're not buying.
We're not buying. If I had my vote right now, I'm going Eric Winaldo all day.
Yeah, we got to get Eric. We got to find an Eric Winaldo quote.
Yeah,
we need a little Eric Winaldo soundbite.
We'll get one. We'll get one, and we'll get one queued
Yeah,
up.
he'll say something crazy.
But yeah, it's I think that we definitely need to switch up because we're in disarray right now. So you can't.
Yeah, we're totally in disarray. Did you see the team they pulled up? They just called everybody that you don't know.
They're like every young dude
That we could maybe lose, cap them.
But you know what? There's some interesting.
I'll watch that shit.
There's some interesting names in there.
Absolutely. No, I'll watch that shit for sure.
They're midfield because it's weird because it's like it's a bunch of like young dudes in Europe that are doing okay, but it's also some like really young guys that are doing really well in the MLS, just coming together as one and maybe
And not
meshing into
qualifying for
something.
the Olympics.
Yeah, but it'll be cool to see them run around in a friendly and try away too hard and maybe
Against Portugal's C team.
and get like a win that they can kind of like
Rally around?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Kind of like have everyone forget the fact that they're not going to be in Russia.
Yeah.
So,
I've already forgotten that. Like, I saw a bunch of the new kids drop, and I was like, man, I wonder what we're going to wear in the World Cup.
oh yeah, you're not.
Oh, yeah, I guess we're not.
You're not. You're going to be. I feel like if U.S. soccer president stays the same, or if it's a corporate dude, there's going to be some weird, stupid, like make American soccer great again, bullshit friendly tour all around.
Yes.
oh my God.
During around or during the World Cup, they're
USA.
They're gonna be playing a bunch of like
USA.
Washington General style
They're
international
gonna
teams.
make the jerseys corporate as hell.
Play
Yeah.
soccer
It's
our way.
flashy.
Yeah, the flag is just gonna. I mean, the universe just be just a gigantic American flag.
Or there's gonna be a screaming eagle.
Sponsored
in the
by
back.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Exactly. So yeah, let's
it.
see what happens. But I'm pretty interested in it, and I'm really hoping that we get some really big change. So then we can kind of get. I want promotion relegation. So
No,
that's
we
all
need
I
it.
want.
I love it.
Yes.
Especially now that our MLS team is going to play at Ford Field.
Well, I don't know. That's not looking that good either. So we'll.
Yo, that's white trash. playing fucking MLS soccer at Ford Field is going to be the most white trash shit ever. Like, fuck all that all day.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I rethink my entire position on that.
No, it's awful, bro. So let's not think about that yet.
Let's not think about that yet. We're going to need that for a week where there's nothing to talk about.
Exactly. And if you listen, America will come first at some time around here. So we can. You never know when that's going to come up. So maybe we can talk about it then. I don't want to though.
But for now, they come last. So
Yeah. So now we're kind of rolling right into international break.
yeah, let's talk about some real soccer.
Yeah, this is people that can still kind of get in.
Yeah, these people that can still get into the World Up.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff, guys.
I mean, there's some decent teams in here, and there's also some shitty teams, and then also us. No, so I mean the matchups are all right. I mean, I don't know, full disclosure, I don't know much about Northern Ireland or Switzerland, But seems like an even match. Croatia should get in over Greece. Denmark and Ireland. Don't know much about either of those teams, but Irish people will still headbutt.
Only rooting for Ireland because of the fans. Those guys are great.
They still headbutt. And Sweden, Italy's the real deal, but Italy better win that shit.
Yeah, I think that
Italy better win that shit.
between Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland, I think that I know who's on the squads, but they could be on either of the squads. I just know who's Irish.
Yeah,
right.
I know.
It's like they pick teams every time.
I know James McLean is on one of these teams.
Yeah.
And I know that there's got to be an O'Shea on one of these teams too.
So we'll root for both of them.
Yeah,
just in case.
But yeah, I'm rooting for Switzerland because Switzerland's got Pione Sisto, who's leading the La Liga in assists.
And what's his name from
Celta Vigo?
What's his name from Bayern too? Oh no, he's Austrian. Excuse me.
No, not Alaba. But he's
Austrian.
Switzerland's got an okay squad, so I'm kind of rooting for them, and then Italy's got to get in.
Yeah, Italy's got to get in. They can't have that World Cup without Italy.
Also in Africa, I'm rooting for Senegal to come through.
Yup.
Their squad is hopefully Mane. Don't blow your hamstring out there, Mane.
Yeah, bro, definitely don't do that.
Don't do it. But it would be nice. The Senegal's squad is kind of like they can make some noise when they get in there. So
it's important to get. I mean, it's cool to see other teams come in, right?
Yeah.
Like Egypt getting in is cool, but like. Some of these teams, Senegal always makes noise. Getting Ghana in the tournament's important because they compete and they make noise. And I like the way all those African teams play soccer. So
yeah, and let's not forget that New Zealand New Zealand got Peru.
New Zealand has Peru.
That's crazy.
So yeah, New Zealand is playing in the mountains. No, is Peru's in New Zealand, right?
Yeah, I think they're first.
Yeah,
who's playing in Honduras?
Honduras, I think, is playing Australia.
They got Australia. That's where America's supposed to be playing.
It's supposed to be us.
Australia's playing up in the mountains in Honduras.
Honduras is definitely getting in the World Cup.
Yes, because let's not forget, Argentina and Brazil, they have trouble playing in that stadium.
Yeah.
So imagine a bunch of goddamn Kiwis going up there into the fucking mountains in elevation.
Yeah. Getting piss thrown on them and not being able to headbutt anymore.
And it's all going to be on beIN Sports. So
we'll have no idea what's going on.
So yeah, all the knockout rounds are going to be on beIN Sports this weekend. The European ones is across 2 legs.
They'll be on actual cable.
Yeah, so that'll be on real people cable. So yeah, and then we already touched on the U.S. squad that they're bringing up for the friendlies.
Yep.
Extremely young.
Yeah, I mean, there's some real friendlies, but no one's going to play in them.
They got
Argentina is playing Russia.
They brought up
Brazil,
a goalie,
England,
though.
I think.
U.S. brought up a goalie.
Oh, for real?
Is it Jesse Gonzalez?
Is that the dude that they were trying to cap?
Mexican guy.
Yeah.
That transferred.
Good.
Yeah.
And they brought those 3 U17 players that actually impressed quite well.
Dude, honestly, I'm more hyped about this game than I would have been had they brought people I knew. Mm-hmm. I probably would have boycotted it.
No,
that Jozy Altidore fucking dive. I hope that's in the America First Minute.
It may be.
Probably.
It may be. But yeah, I was surprised that Timothy Weah, who plays with PSG, I'm surprised he didn't get called up. He looked pretty good in the U17.
Yeah, to me, like they should have brought everybody in that hasn't been in camp. Like there better be like 20 new guys in camp.
No, I think that what you have to do is you need to be a little bit more dynamic and a little bit more athletic.
Absolutely.
Especially if you're trying to run, you need to cultivate a squad that really focuses on efficient counterattacks.
For sure, because that's what we're gonna do.
That's even no matter what. Once you get in and you're playing with the big boys, you're not gonna have possession a lot. So you need
sit in and then just smash people on the counter.
You need wing speed and you need guys that create,
which is fucking stupid because they have wing speed. Yedlin and Johnson, Pulisic, some of these guys. But you're right. So we just named 4. Get 5, 6, 7 more dudes in the mix.
And you just attack teams in waves
and let it sit in and then let it be a track meet on the counter. That's what we need to do for like 10 years.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm interested to just see what these young guys look like during the friendlies.
Me too.
And hopefully it's a sign of better things.
Can't get any worse.
Exactly. So yeah, let's do this whip around, man. Starting the Premier League.
Yo,
City
looks scary.
International break. Now we're kind of just at this holding point, and right now City is
terrifying.
Goals.
Yeah, bro.
Goal differential is really going to be key right now, and everyone's scoring goals for them.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's going to be key. They're fucking 8 points ahead of Tottenham United.
Yeah, you're
9
right.
ahead of Chelsea, 10 ahead of Liverpool.
But I believe that. But that Chelsea run of last year, it's hard to duplicate, especially like in the winter when you're in all these different competitions. It's hard to maintain that momentum.
No,
so
I could see them falling off.
So there could be a little bit of a hiccup there. One, if Kevin De Bruyne misses 3 or 4 games, then you're kind of
it's going to be a problem.
He really is.
If
Like,
you gotta-
he's the best player on their team right now.
If you got to play Yaya Toure like extended stretches now at this point,
Yeah, Yaya Toure needs to play in
You
the
got-
League Cup.
you got to play NYFC.
Yaya Toure
yeah.
needs to play in the Caballero Cup.
No, so it's
That's it.
yeah, but Man City, they're fresh off that. They
And
beat
they get
Arsenal.
subbed out a half hour into the final.
Jesus. He's not Lovren.
No,
and then Pep just whispering in his ear as he walks off, "I'll still get you."
listen, man, him and Pep, they squashed it. They're all good. It's
New York City, bro.
yeah, he's going to New York City though, and I can't wait.
United really needs Paul Pogba back, man.
They need
really
need
do.
their midfield back. They just need everybody.
Because they got beat up in the midfield on the weekend, and for that reason, then their forwards couldn't do shit. Rashford looked terrible, and Lukaku looked worse.
A caller on, I don't know why I was like even paying attention. There's some British sports talking head show, and a caller said that United is a more expensive West Brom.
Wow.
They said they're West Brom with more money.
Yo. Like, people fucking hate Jose Mourinho.
And when you it's just because of the way that he plays. And it's what Jose Mourinho always does this though, is he'll cock tease you. He'll be like, "Yo, you see me just score 5 goals?
That's right.
Look at that. Oh, we just won 4-0.
Big game this
Look at
weekend at
this.
Anfield.
Guess what? Oh, it's starting to get cold now.
Gonna shut it down.
Shut it all down.
Shut it down.
I know you guys like scoring goals, but guess what? Y'all not. You're not scoring goals anymore.
Shut it down.
We're just playing really good defense for 75 minutes.
Trying to win every game 1-0.
Then we're putting Fellaini on.
Gonna get that header unless he gets thrown out of the game. Then we're just gonna tie 0-0.
We're just gonna pound high balls over into Fellaini like he's Peter Crouch.
Dude, you're right.
It's fucking gross,
But honestly,
bro.
it's not like he's like, well, this is my tried and it's not. He's not. What's his name from West Brom?
No, he's not Tony Pulis.
He's not Tony Pulis. Where Tony Pulis is like, this is our system, we run it. I feel like Mourinho's doing this shit to fuck with people.
He
like
trolls.
Yeah, like, yo, guess what? I am gonna do this. Fellaini's gonna score 25 goals this year, and we're gonna win everything 1-0.
And that's the thing is,
Why? Because I can.
Lukaku's in a little bit of a slump right now, and I don't know if that's because the service isn't the same.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
I really think they miss Paul Pogba.
they do. They definitely miss what he does, and it's not just all the tricky shit that he does. It's the fact that like he kind of like he never really loses possession.
No, and like look what happened in the game this weekend. Like Mkhitaryan, it was just like, oh, you think the guy's gonna do something? We're gonna put N'Golo Kante on him.
Yeah.
And he just went away. Pogba doesn't do that because he's a different type of player. He's way bigger than Kante. He stays in that game. Mkhitaryan just went away. Like, they might as well have subbed him as soon as they saw that because it's like, you don't exist.
Yeah, and he did get man marked by
Yeah.
So
But was he really man marking him? Because he covers like 30% of the field
you're
himself.
right.
So it's just like he just happened to be standing around in that area that he was covering.
he's a freak. It's just
They look so different with him, dude.
they really do.
But
So
anyway, United is banged up. They're still in second.
yeah, and let's not forget they beat Tottenham playing Jose Mourinho's way.
He gave him the shush sign.
Gave
all fucking angry and
aggressive
rageful.
ass. Yo, before
Like that's almost as saucy as the fucking Pardo dance.
before Patrice Evra kicked that fan,
That was the clip.
the picture was definitely like our main post would have been Jose Mourinho doing the shush.
That might happen again anyways. Like, we might just use that later.
Yeah.
Flip it.
But that's the thing is like that shush. But right before he goes to like shake hands with, you could see Pochettino in the goddamn frame.
And he did like the slow turn too. And then hit him with it all rain soaked, like the wet dog.
Yes.
And just in a fucking $700 coat and just gave him the shush.
Shout out to Anthony Marshall too, just coming on and just scoring that smooth ass goal.
I'm glad they kept him. Like, that. Say what you want about Mourinho, but Mourinho was like, no, we're gonna need this guy.
That's the thing. And you talk shit
And got
about
him to buy in.
You talk shit about Lukaku. Lukaku's header sets up that goal
Absolutely.
perfectly.
Absolutely.
So everyone's still engaged, even though he's in a slump. He's still like Mourinho still has his squad. I think that everyone's just being a little bit reactionary.
Man United is Michigan fans, bro. Like, they were so spoiled for so long that now even this isn't good enough. Like, he's going to win his Champions League group. Mm-hmm. They're going to win the round of 16. Like, that motherfucker, people forget because he hasn't won the Champions League in a while. That's what he does. Like, Mourinho just checks in the semifinals of the Champions League.
Yeah.
So they're going there.
No, you're right.
Now, they're behind Pep right now, but you're right, too. Aguero gets hurt again because he's eating too much, or
Gabriel concert,
or Gabriel Jesus gets hurt, or De Bruyne gets hurt. They're fucked for a minute.
Yeah,
right. Because they
absolutely.
don't. The backup to those guys is a significant drop for City. Like, they got guys. He's got a big enough squad to progress on all these fronts. I think, good job, like, well done, Pep. But one of those things happens, that gap goes from maybe it goes from 8 to 5.
It makes it a little more manageable,
right?
And then that's when people's buttholes start getting tight.
So so right now, all these United fans, we're not playing the right way. It doesn't look like Man United football. Shut the fuck up. You're in second place.
Yeah, and like, what the fuck is Man United
second
football?
place.
Like, they need to stop. They also need to stop like jerking off to like old ass videos. With Sir Alex Ferguson. Like, you haven't played.
Yeah.
Like, Paul Scholes is not like putting his fucking his kit back on and getting out there.
Like, dog, you won the treble like 25 years ago.
Giggsy is not walking in that door.
Those dudes are old. It's
over, bro.
It's over, bro.
So yeah, I think they need to just be happy that they're on a team that spends shit tons of money, and they invest in everything.
They're supposed to get Pogba back in like 2 weeks, and he's like the heart and soul of that team, man. He's king of the bros on that team. So
yeah, he is.
They're gonna get the king of the bros back. They're gonna be all right.
And then you get Zlatan back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Did you see your boy punk ass Deli and Ashley Young get into it a little bit?
That little tussle, whatever it is.
Yo, Ashley Young
Hit him with the old man strength.
Yeah, Ashley Young did hit him with the old man strength.
Win the Prem and then talk to me. Like,
yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's not your basic scoreboard.
That's
like,
gangster as fuck.
Yeah, that was like little boy, be quiet.
That's pretty gangster for a dude that's playing like left back because of injury.
Right. Yeah. but he's making it work though. Like, I think he's in the England squad.
Yeah, he is in the England squad.
And like Mourinho was hitting with like the captain's band. So it's just like, yeah, dude, I would hit Deli with that too. Like, look, bitch.
You can't sleep on Ashley Young. Like, he does what he does, man.
The problem is, like, and Mourinho likes dudes like that. He does exactly what I want him to do. He fucking works hard. He punks people.
He's professional.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what they emptied those guys out of Chelsea after they fired Mourinho.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you get this up and down with Chelsea, because they don't have the pros. It's just a bunch of prima donnas.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like, they'll never have, going back to Saturday or Sunday, they'll never have a problem beating United as long as Jose is there, because so many of those prima donnas fucking hate him that they're going to get up for that game.
No, absolutely. You're absolutely
midweek in Rome? Obviously not.
No, your boys are. It's kind of tough. They can go either way right now.
It could go anywhere, dude. Like, seriously, like, Uncle Carlos waiting in the wings too, and you know, like, their team is like, oh man, I heard that guy doesn't even make you practice. Like, seriously, that's a discussion that's just like, yo, you know what sucks? All this running.
Yeah,
I heard that guy doesn't even make you run.
Yeah, you're not really practicing.
Sometimes you don't even have to come in.
When James Rodriguez, when that's his favorite manager, you know he's easy as fuck.
Yeah. So, I mean, this could go anywhere. Conte's got to make sure he gets out of that Champions League group, because if this goes south and, like, they lose to Madrid real bad, or, like, they go to fucking Azerbaijan or wherever the hell they have to go and, like, tie like Atletico did, they'll fire him. Like, Russians don't fuck around, man. He fires managers all the time.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's already talking to somebody.
Already talking to Uncle Carlo, because now they've fired so many managers, they got to start recycling them.
And let's not forget that Grandpa Gus is just always around. So
they're not doing that again.
Listen, Grandpa Gus, you don't have to practice with Grandpa Gus.
Look, the first time, no, I'm saying Abramovich isn't. The first time Grandpa Gus came back, they finished second and won the FA Cup. The second time Grandpa Gus came back, they finished 10th. So he's retired from Chelsea permanently. They're getting Uncle Carlo because Uncle Carlo can rotate a team semi properly.
Yeah.
And get him through the Champions League.
Yeah, Grandpa Gus, we're playing with maybe 12 guys for the rest of the year.
Right, just like these are the guys that I want to play with. I forgot about the rest.
So yeah, but back to the table. Tottenham's on a run, man. They took that loss in stride, but
the bros are changing my mind.
And let's not forget that, like,
they're gonna win that fucking.
And Harry Kane is back because he's He's a slow white dude. His hamstring pull was not that severe.
No, it wasn't. They don't use it that much.
He's already back.
Yeah.
So
they're going to win that Champions League group. They look good.
They look really, really
They look good. Liverpool, some of the team looks good. Some of it looks like it might not belong in the Premier League.
Yeah, it's a Jekyll and Hyde situation.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
But there's also, I think the way that Jurgen practices it makes it a little bit difficult. I think that there's always going to be like a lot of injuries with a Jurgen Klopp squad.
For sure.
So everyone's kind of like taking their turns being hurt. Now
Right, you're about to
Henderson,
get Lallana back.
Yep. Henderson is out with a thigh bruise, out for God knows how long.
Coming up on a transfer window, so Coutinho is faking an injury.
No, it's up there, but you know what? Their schedule is helping them right now.
Yes.
And they look all right. Arsenal's sitting there. They're fresh off that loss.
Yeah, City
that lost to City. And it was also, and Arsene was real sassy too.
He was.
He was not happy with the officials.
Pep clap back though. Just like, you lost because we're better.
Yeah, it was real like sweater vest comment for him.
Yeah. I heard somebody describe that look as the casual priest. like, and it is just like, bro, I thought like maybe you go casual every once in a while and then bring back your little 3-piece suit. Like, why are you just wearing like dad kicks?
Yeah, he's wearing those like white.
Yes.
But
they're fresh.
They're probably like $500 like Italian dad shoes.
Kicks. Yeah. And there's a new pair all the time. So it's not like he's not getting sloppy. It's just like, bro, what?
He gives no fucks now. He's
You
like
got
his
a
squad,
hoodie on, dude.
His squad is so nice that he just doesn't have to.
He just chills. Like you're wearing a hoodie and a sweater, and like a Hanes no wrinkle tee.
Jesus Christ! But yeah, Arsenal is back to Arsenal. They are sitting there doing what they're supposed to do. There's been some rumors that Alexis Sanchez has already picked his next destination.
Chelsea?
Probably not.
Damn it!
I'm guessing it's gonna be City. I feel like it's City.
It is. He loves Pep. It's happening.
But now the thing is like PSG is a rumor for everything. So like you never
Right.
got
I heard
there.
Mourinho's going there.
Yeah, I didn't want to touch that one.
That's literally the last coach that 11-year-old Neymar is picking. to coach the team. He's mean.
That'd be like when your stepmom marries a dude from the army.
Yes.
Yeah.
My stepdad sucks.
He like makes me make my bed. And
I don't get to have candy for breakfast anymore.
no, so yeah,
Push-ups in the morning.
yeah, he definitely is like white gloving. Mourinho's definitely coming through his room in like white gloving. Neymar does not want that shit.
He's mean. He is mean, 11-year-old Neymar.
But yeah, any other shockers?
Jones.
Any other table shockers for you in the Premier League right
Burnley
now?
7th.
Somebody's got to be 7th.
Yeah, Sean. Well, who knows? Who knows? That may be Sean Dyche may be leaving. So,
Bro, you're right about the bottom, too. Like, first of all, everybody from Leicester down at 12 is garbage. There's big teams. Like, any of those teams could go down. I mean, that's a Leicester, Southampton, Stoke, Everton, West Brom, Bournemouth, West Ham, Swansea, Palace.
yeah, I think Pals.
All of those teams are garbage.
Pals is certified trash. They're going down for sure.
Yo, they have 4 points and they got 3 against Chelsea.
Yeah, well,
Murata didn't play.
that's Zaha. That's Zaha's little boost, and now that's over with. It's kind of back. They did get that draw against West Ham, which helped bury Slaven Bilic even further. But yeah, I think that whole bottom half of the table. It kind of surprises me because. Mostly because Huddersfield and Brighton aren't there.
Yeah, I would have definitely thought Brighton's in that group. Huddersfield, I'm glad they're where they're at. They're at 10th.
Yeah, it just seems like they're kind of just Brighton and Huddersfield. They're all just gonna just like
They're not going anywhere.
They're bullying too. Like they're just playing their way. Huddersfield,
Smack United in the mouth.
Yeah,
It's true.
and Brighton plays like sneakily dirty.
Yeah. Oh, they're definitely trying to hang out, especially
Yeah.
if Bournemouth goes down and they can hang out. Like, they want that.
Yeah, I like the way that they're playing. They're kind of bringing like their championship style up here, and it's working because you can see that like a lot of these squads they don't want to get that physical. And what's his name? That center back they got Dunk. He's dirty as shit.
Oh, yeah.
He's dirty as shit.
Yo, Liverpool should get him.
They get nah, man. I don't.
Need somebody to play center back.
Listen, I don't need another Skirtle back there.
Yeah, yes, you do.
No, I need.
Yo, shout out to Martin Skirtle, wherever you are.
I want a little bit more skill. Is he still at Fenerbahce?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
I want a little bit more. Wait, is he? No, because Pepe's with Besiktas. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
if Fenerbahce had Besiktas, I mean they had.
Yes.
they had Skirtle and Pepe. That's like a pretty. That's not a bad
little back
to
line.
be in Turkey with that back line. That's not too bad.
Like, and Turkey's so awesome. Like, they definitely still stab people because you're not even allowed to go to away games in Turkey.
Yeah,
You're not.
They arrest fucking people. They arrest media.
You. God damn. Shout out to Turkey, man.
Yeah, shout out to Turkey. Not stopping there anytime soon.
Let's keep whipping around.
Yeah, let's continue this whip around. Yeah, but international break. Yeah, we're just enjoying that right now. The matches weren't really that great these past couple of weeks. Kind of just been status quo. So
Yeah, I mean, a few games that came out, you know.
they've been. It's been a pretty British, British as fuck, cold, rainy, kind of like grinded out games. We're kind of getting into that mode where the other teams are going into they're heading towards their holiday little break. And that's kind of where England like ramps it up.
Yeah, they go the other way.
And they end up killing their dreams for European supremacy. So
Yeah, it's true. So this is where people start getting hurt because they're playing every 3 days and it's 40 degrees.
Exactly. So it was a really good Champions League week though.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't great for you because obviously that Chelsea loss was especially like
disturbing.
Getting that brace from El Shaarawy was
Scored a minute in the game.
Again.
yeah, he looked like the dude that like was on the cover of video games and shit for a little bit.
Like FIFA 12.
Yeah.
El Shaarawy.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then you also got Thibaut Courtois throwing everybody under the bus.
Yep. No, everybody was bus throwing. Like Conte blaming everybody. Everybody's blaming everybody. Like they look that bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. That's what it was so bad that like if you yawn in a meeting afterwards, you're not playing the next game. So
Or maybe ever again. He could be dead.
yeah, he's probably in a river somewhere. But also on top of that, Tottenham kind of put it on Real Madrid too.
Yeah, bro. I watched that game. They smacked them, dude. And that wasn't a little bitch B squad for Real Madrid. Like Chrissy took that L.
And we also saw a signature Chrissy fit.
Yeah.
He was pissed. He was pissed about that L, and there's a lot of talk about Chrissy being washed up, Benzema being washed up, Bale being washed up, and
It's not true.
it's not true. Benzema might be like slightly washed.
Yo, but like Chrissy's not done.
No, Chrissy's not done.
He made because I watched most of that Tottenham game. He made a few moves where it was just like, this guy's still the best player in their
He
team.
needs to be number 9. They need to that's what they need to do is move like Benzema's washed. You need to
Get
sell
him
Benzema.
out of there. Fucking move Chrissy into the middle and then bring Asensio or
Isco,
Isco.
maybe.
Yeah. Well, Isco's going to take fucking Bale's job. So
Yeah, probably.
you bring Asensio up.
And Isco.
Yeah,
to flank him.
Asensio and Isco.
Asensio and
Sticking all
Isco
over top.
To flank him.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's their best bet, but they also need to spend some more money and build some depth because they're a pretty shallow squad.
And but it's like they just won the last 2 Champions League, so it's like they've played as late as anybody can play. Mm-hmm. A lot of their dudes are stars, so they all play in these fucking summer tournaments.
And they were all trying to qualify for the World Cup too.
Right. Playing hard as hell, so it's just like you're going to see them pick. You're going to see them pick it up,
especially after this holiday break. They come back.
You're going to see them pick it up,
reinvigorated. Hopefully they'll get some. They bought some younger guys, so maybe they'll integrate them a little bit more, give them a little bit more training.
They might not catch Barca in the league, but don't bet against them in the Champions League, bro.
No, I never do. But I think they definitely need to change that. Benzema is half washed. I'll say that. I think that you definitely need to move on.
Fuck that guy, dude. He's not untouchable. Get him out of here.
Yeah, I think that you should have kept Morata and then sold Benzema, but to each his own. City beat Napoli again.
Yeah, they did.
Monaco and Besiktas drew, and we already talked about Atletico Madrid and Quarterback drawing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Liverpool beat Maribor. Everything's kind of as is. The tables look kind of interesting because it looks like Monaco and
Dortmund are going to the
Monaco, Dortmund, and Atletico Madrid.
Yeah. No, there's a good mix of teams that look like they're about to get through.
And like
All
Leipzig,
the English teams should get through unless Chelsea shits the bed.
it's kind of matching up to be a pretty decent
Round of
knockout
16,
round
for sure.
even
For
in the
sure.
Europa League.
Yeah. Like the teams going down are going to definitely shake that up.
Arsene Wenger is super salty.
Yeah,
about
he's
it, too.
so bummed because he was watching how bad Milan was doing, and he's just like, "We got this."
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna play Quarbrag, and
I'm gonna play all these young dudes. It'll be fine.
So yeah, it's definitely interesting, and we got one more match to kind of like solidify everything.
As I spill Brill beer on myself.
Oh, that's okay. That's for Slaven Bilic.
Yeah, I mean it happens.
So yeah, what are the last matchups?
Ooh.
Depends on where you're looking, which group.
Yeah, let me see who do we got that's in a deciding match.
In the first group, no one cares. PSG still got to play Bayern again at Bayern.
Oof.
I would like to see that. See if we get Bayern trying.
Yeah, exactly. When they haven't given up on their manager.
You can maybe say Juventus and Sporting. Sporting might take out Juventus somehow, if that was even possible.
Yeah, you're right.
Madrid still has to play at Chelsea and home to Roma.
Oof.
Yeah, it's not looking good for them.
I know, it's awesome. Just if we could just back into the fucking knockout round, that's fine.
Yeah, that's all right. You just got to get in there. So yeah, let's move on to Ligue 1. It was a bunch of nothing burgers. I think PSG hung up 5 on Angers, and then we had Monaco hang up 5 and Lyon hang up 6. So
yeah, I mean, I watched that whole PSG Marseille game, and I'm not going to watch any more French football until PSG Monaco probably.
yeah. It's well, you can.
That's a protest until they move Nice up the table.
I think you can
can't have
watch
them down there.
You can watch Ligue 1 like as long as it's not PSG. It's got to be PSG and Monaco,
Or two teams
that aren't. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're going to see. You'll basically see. It'll be similar to the it's up and down. There's not a lot of defense. There's a lot of kind of like wild goals and
the
great counterattacks. But yeah,
the style in the league is great.
it's very top heavy.
But
So yeah, there's
I'm a front runner, man. If we're not
nothing to
running-
report except for did you see Nabil Fekir, who's come back from really, really rough ass injuries with Lyon? He scored a brace against Saint Etienne, pulled his shirt off, did the Messi, showed his
Nice.
kit.
And they went to hell after.
Yes, Saint Etienne's fans stormed the pitch. They had to end the match early, 4 minutes early. I think it was 5. It was like maybe 5-1 at the time.
Yeah, it was
5-0 or
I think
some
5-0.
shit like that. Yeah, it was 5-0 at the time. It was they found a way to get over those barriers. They did not have
Good.
the same,
It wasn't
not
like
the same
Patrice
struggles
Evra.
that Marseille's fans had.
Yeah, getting kicked in the ear.
Shut the whole thing down. So yeah, that was the only thing really exciting was Fekir just trolling Saint Etienne. So now in the Bundesliga, Bayern's back on top. They basically smacked down both of their
Yeah, it's disappointing.
they beat Leipzig 2-0. Then they came back and they beat Bayern 3-1. And now
I mean, it's good to see.
all is right.
It's good to see big club like Schalke in 4th, Stuttgart not trying to get relegated again, because those are clubs that are big. Where maybe if they do some shit right, they could actually challenge Bayern too. Because it's almost like they got to crew up. Because like this is boring as shit. Like I don't want to see them on top of the
Yeah,
league.
this is what they do. And let's not forget that Bayern only bought 2 guys.
I know.
They bought
And one of them was Hamas.
They bought Sula. No, they sold 3. Sula, the center back.
Yep.
James, who's not playing for them, and
Tolisso.
Tolisso. Yeah. So it's business as usual. They're running Lewandowski through the ground. He had to take a couple matches off for rest because he doesn't have a backup.
Yeah, because Muller's already hurt.
Yeah. So, but it's status quo in the Bundesliga. Serie A is kind of exciting right now.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of teams right there. I still think Juventus probably comes out of this group, but I mean, Napoli's still ahead by a point. Then Juventus, Inter Milan's a point behind them. Lazio, a couple points behind them. Roma's right there. Milan's now in 7th, so they're moving up.
Yeah, they're starting to figure it out. Except for they did catch that L
Yeah.
to Juve, but it was.
Yeah.
it was a pretty solid match. I think that it's definitely interesting because you have Roma who's playing pretty well right now, and they're sitting in 5th. Yeah. So you know that it's pretty competitive, and then it's
Roma's playing pretty well,
and it's and it
fuck he knows all too well.
Fuck you guys.
And and like even the mid tier of Serie A is kind of playing a little bit better. It's playing a little bit better right now. You know what I mean?
You're right.
So it's
I'm just talking to our sound engineer for a minute.
No, I know. Pat's really upset. I think he's
You almost can't do this enough. Like
This is.
Is that how you felt when you were watching?
there was Eagles, and I was literally screaming that in my house.
Oh, that's amazing! You're
watching the replay.
Your neighbors must really enjoy you being there.
I don't know any of them.
Great, good job. So yeah, that's Serie A, and that's right now we're sitting in the international break, and then we roll into nothing. So I guess that we can just move on to La Liga, which is getting there. All is right in the world, I guess. Valverde has got his boys.
Yeah, I mean, also exciting. It's good that some of these other teams are in the mix here.
Yeah, Valencia's sitting at 2. They still haven't lost anything. So I think that's pretty big. They've kind of figured it out. And then I think that Barcelona's looking really good. They're getting Dembele back earlier than they thought. He may be ready for the Clasico.
I kind of I was happy when that kid got hurt because it was like, fuck you for how you got out of Dortmund. But I mean, you made the point that it's like, this is a 20-year-old kid. Like, what do 20-year-old kids do? They threw a fit and got out of here. I mean, look at Neymar. He's 11.
Exactly.
You know?
Look what he did.
And look what he's doing.
He's about to run a coach and like the top scorer from last year off
the team easily and replace them with, like you said, his cousin and one of his buddies from home.
And his dad as the manager. So.
There you go. Sounds about right.
Yeah. This is Neymar's world right now.
Shout out to Neymar Sr., man. I think that's his name.
Yeah, getting paid both ways. But yeah, we got Atletico Madrid.
I'm his agent and his coach. Get his dad like a $30 million salary.
That's so wild, bro.
Anyways.
And they name his mom vice chairman. PSG.
She still lives in Brazil.
Everything still sounds plausible.
Technical director Gary Payton. Fuck out of here.
Throw that curveball.
All of this is still in play.
No, anything can happen.
Gary Payton, what the fuck am I doing here? Oh shit, is this soccer?
Just chugging.
You don't use hands?
Just chugging basketballs at these dudes.
Yeah, that guy was crazy. Who was that?
Oh man, that's great.
Oh, shout out to Gary Payton too, man. What up, Uncle Gary?
Shout him out. Yeah, he definitely enjoyed that match. But yeah, back to La Liga.
What else are we talking about?
Back to La Liga. Atletico Madrid sitting in 4th, and they're not playing too well. And Sevilla and Villarreal still there, and Valencia still. They got that grade insurance, so they can have a little bit of a slump and kind of still be in play.
Yep.
So I don't know. Does the La Liga get 4 or 5 spots?
I think it's 4.
4.
So 4 you're in the playoff. So
before I turned off that Sevilla Barcelona game because of Ray Hudson, they gave a crazy ass stat that was like Sevilla's lost like 1 game in 20 months at home, but they're like 1-11 in their last 12 away games.
Jesus,
like that's how you stay in 6th.
Yeah, that is
crushing, like absolutely murdering people at home and just going away and losing to everyone.
Yeah, wow, that's pretty impressive. And
I may be exaggerating that, but it's something like that.
And I feel like that's even more impressive because you hate Ray Hudson and you were able to last long enough to be able to listen.
No, they talked about that shit like 7 minutes in the game.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I literally turned it off like 22 minutes, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not muting this and watching the rest of the game. Fuck you, Ray Hudson. I turned it off.
Yeah, and Barca, you can kind of, like, how they're going to play. So it's like, they're not, like, they're watchable, but they're not watchable at the same time.
He was, like, screaming at, like, passes.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that through ball. It's like,
and like making up these really weird, one-liner stories.
Just the weird noises. Like, dude, why are you just screeching at like a long ball?
Yeah, it's pretty wild, bro.
Shout out to Ray Hudson, man.
Yo, we're still shouting him out though. So,
without further ado,
yeah, it's about that time. I know you guys have been waiting.
Let's hit that America First minute.
It's time for the America First. What we all love.
Oh, where's the explosion? No.
Sorry, it'll come. It'll come when it comes.
We'll hit it at the end. All right.
The fact of the matter is hold on. Just got goosebumps when I heard this. When I heard this Tiki Torch guys. Oh man, brought me back. I'm
actually a little scared right now.
So yeah,
Let's talk about the Eastern Conference playoffs.
yeah, bringing it right back full circle to the Eastern Conference MLS playoffs.
Fucking Jozy Altidore.
Oh,
An
Toronto
American disgrace.
FC and New York Red Bulls played.
Got heated.
Yeah, it was pretty heated in that one. It was it really had to do. It started with Giovinco and was it Tyler Adams?
I think it was.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
See
I
that?
thought they just locked up the dude with the rapist mustache and Jozy Altidore.
Clydestan or whatever his name is. No,
Question or whatever the fuck.
yeah,
that.
question.
Something like that.
So Giovinco kind of gives a dirty tackle to Tyler Adams, and then they're chirping, and then Jozy Altidore comes and like backs up his boy,
Yeah.
and then him and Mustache Bro
Yeah.
are arguing, and then Jozy just lets out the greatest. The largest flop I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that Jozy Altidore allegedly he's 265 pounds.
Yeah, like how can you be that washed up at 19 or at 29?
Yeah, and the flop was terrible, and then going into I guess we'll bring it back to Patrice Evra getting fired on your day off.
Yeah, how you gonna get a red card?
How you get a red card
halftime,
and
bro?
tunnel at halftime, bro?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yes.
Dude, just keep them coming. Like you're just doing great. Just bust in.
No, but that's the thing is, so they basically played 10-on-10 the whole second half.
Yeah.
It was what you would expect from an MLS playoff, like a lot of a soccer ball bouncing on a grass surface that they probably shouldn't be playing on.
Up in Canada.
Yeah, and just looking at guys that are really that you could tell that they really want to probably catch the soccer ball and run with it.
We were at the bar on Saturday night, and one of my boys, there must have been a commercial for that game that came on. And one of my boys was like, "Yo, I know you do the soccer podcast. Like, do you watch that?" And I was like, "Honestly, I try, but that's literally like watching JV football.
Yo,
They're playing on the practice field. Nobody's any good yet. Everyone's in 10th grade or fucking washed up, and their sports career is over."
and to bring that back full circle, we also watched the Austin Crew play against NYCFC on a baseball field.
Oh, is that what they're called now?
Wow, man.
Yeah, so that was
That's true.
that was just as exciting.
Now, I caught the first 3 minutes of this game, and I had to turn this off because I couldn't stand that the announcer had to remind the listening audience like 13 times what the away goal tiebreaker was.
Even though the away goal score was in the top right corner the whole goddamn time.
It was.
Correct. But every time he was like, "So this looks like an ass kicking, and it might be, but just so you know,
Just in case.
I know it's crazy. If there's a tie, it goes to away goals."
And just
Every time.
Also, just so you guys know that just because NYCFC wins this one
Does not mean that they tied.
That does not mean that they win. They go on to the.
I
final.
know it's crazy.
No, so now you're gonna have the Austin Crew and Toronto FC in the Eastern Finals.
Yo, but check this out. Columbus Crew moving to Austin is making a way for that Midwest team, the Motor City United, the Fighting Ford Fields.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, purple and silver are going to be so sweet.
Whatever,
I can't wait
bro.
to get a hat.
Stop it. And then we also let's not
Fine.
the West semis too. They're not going to be sawing any wood. There's no more logs.
No
beat 'em?
Timber Joey.
No timber. Yeah,
Yeah, that
Houston.
sucks because Portland and Seattle should just get buys into the Western Conference Final.
But the thing is Houston's they have a really good squad and they've been developing a lot. Houston and Dallas have had a pretty.
I knew about Dallas. I literally know nothing about Houston.
Yeah, the Dynamos.
Houston were last. They were dead last in the conference last season.
I honestly can't even tell you what color they were.
Well, white and orange.
How about that? Just like them Astros.
Yep.
Bandwagon. Great. Good for them.
Exactly. So yeah, it's gonna be Houston. Was it Houston, Seattle?
Yeah.
It is.
Clint Dempsey, baby.
Yeah, he's
I saw
back.
that shit.
So yeah, We'll try again. We will try again and watch.
I gotta try and find the clip too. Like the one thing I did catch was Clint Dempsey's pre-match interview. It was like some WWF shit.
Really? It was like Ric Flair?
No, it wasn't all woo. He just blanked this bitch.
Oh, wow.
Like she was trying to ask him questions and he was just like, "It's fine."
Oh, went with the Undertaker style.
Literally, yeah. Just like, oh, so what do you need to do this game to make sure that you neutralize their midfield? Play harder.
Nice.
It was great.
So that's
Shout
cool.
out to Clint Dempsey too.
So you watch. That's good to know that I watched a little bit more of the match, and you watched a little bit more.
I
of the
watched
pre-match.
a ton of the pre-match.
Okay,
yeah.
that works. So now that
because
was
like 3 minutes into the game, I'm like, there literally has to be something else I should be doing right now.
perfect, and that was your America's First MLS Minute, brought to you by Racism,
Moaning
Eagles,
and machine guns.
and that chopper. I know it's
What are we doing? What are we doing? This is too
Yeah,
heavy.
it's-
What are we doing?
that's what happens in
What are we
America,
doing?
man.
This is
It's the America First Minute.
Poor soccer. So now let's roll into what the
Everybody's
fuck, bro.
favorite game. What the fuck, bro?
What the fuck, bro? Why the fuck is this? First of all, why the fuck is this goalie pissing in the middle of the match?
This is what we're being deprived of without promotion, relegation, and a proper league system. Because these lower leagues are the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes, that's where you will see.
A goalie turn around and kick a ball into the stands,
That's where you will see,
and then have the fans figure out how to get over the barrier and rush the field.
and you will also see dudes eating hot dogs at halftime.
Absolutely.
You will see officials vaping.
Yes, he will.
You'll
And you will also see goalies in the 86th minute running off the side of the field to take a piss.
all right. What's this goalkeeper's name? He's not. He's
I
not
honestly don't know.
He's not our boy with the sweatpants, is he?
No, it's not the Hungarian dude. That guy would have just went.
Max
That guy would have
Crocombe.
just. That guy would have just went.
Oh, Max Krokambe.
Something like that.
He's Crocombe or whatever his name is.
Crocombe,
Yeah.
Yo, man, he hydrated way too much in the head.
Yeah. Anyways, he's on the sex offenders list in England now because he definitely just rolled off to the side of the field and just took a piss.
Bro, what is he doing?
Like, but he had the perfect white guy excuse too. When they asked him, he was just like, "I didn't know I couldn't do that."
Jeez.
I understand now that was a poor decision to piss in front of all those people,
That's amazing.
and for that I apologize.
Ah, gotta love that lower level soccer. So, like,
This is some minor league shit, man.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure now because he did that. Every goal is like, oh, he did what I always wanted to do.
Yeah, it's just like he ruined it for all of us. Now I can never do that.
listen, you just piss in your goddamn pants.
Yeah, just go. That's what the Hungarian goalie would do. He pissed right in
Yeah,
those
he
sweats.
pissed right in those gray sweats.
Yes, he
right
would.
there,
Yes,
great
he
too.
would.
He wouldn't even hide it.
With the socks taped up too, so he's just peeked. Oh yeah,
Yup.
yeah, you piss in your goddamn.
Yes. Okay. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck, Arturo Vidal? I thought you told me that when that fight happened in the casino,
You weren't even there.
You,
You,
weren't even
definitely
there.
weren't even there. Not drunk.
Apparently, shit has hit the fan.
Apparently, that's a lie.
All it takes in Chile is for you to not qualify for the World Cup, and then,
People are out to get you.
then the pitchforks come out,
That's right.
the tiki torches
All of a
come
sudden,
out.
now and the truth comes out.
Boom.
Arturo Vidal, drunk fighter in casinos. They brought that shit back out. Claudio Bravo's mom is snitching on him.
Yes.
Shit's getting spicy.
Yes. It was
This is what we're
amazing.
missing with these teams. They gotta rig the World Cup, man. See, now I'm seeing it. When they announced that they were going to get 48 teams in the World Cup, I was like, that's bullshit. But now I understand. You got to make sure that these teams get in so we can keep this spice.
Absolutely. And so apparently a few practices had to be canceled because Arturo Vidal,
Showing up drunk.
boom.
The fucking story about him being like, hey, I brought this beer on the plane. Can I drink it? And then being like, absolutely not. And him being like, okay. Giving him the beer and then going up to the front of the plane and just buying a fifth.
Yo,
Getting rowdy with his boys. Just like, okay, yeah, I guess I won't drink beer today then.
he's worked hard enough, man.
Jack Daniels, please.
He's he grew up he grew up fighting to get to where he is, and now he's going to enjoy it. God damn it!
This picture of him dressed up as the Penguin, drinking one of those giant beers in Munich, was also a candidate for the picture of the week.
Yeah, there's a lot of pictures that could be the picture of the week, but yeah, it was. And you know what? I think the best thing about this story is when Arturo Vidal said that he wasn't at the casino during the fight. We specifically said that there's no way that Arturo Vidal was
Was not
there.
at the casino in the fight. And Claudio Bravo's mom let us know that.
And not only did she spill the tea and say he was there, she told what time he left the casino.
Yeah, probably because she was there.
And apparently, did she say he left the casino at 7 a.m.?
Yeah.
Did.
God damn it.
Did.
Now that's how you take advantage of an international break.
That's right, bro. I'm not at my real job.
Remember that.
I'm
Wayne,
not even getting paid.
remember that Wayne Rooney?
You know it.
He had a car service. He wasn't just in some young ass bitch's fucking
That's because he's already crashed his car.
bug. But listen,
Fucking Wayne Rooney. Scandalous.
that's how you do it, bro. But yeah, but everybody and everyone,
You arranged for the getaway vehicle. Son.
it's been a rumor for a
Fight a
long
casino,
time.
get the getaway vehicle.
But and then don't hang at the casino till 7 o'clock. But I guess if you got enough money to
Reckless.
pay, you got enough money to pay them off and have them to erase the goddamn tapes. You might as well be able to do what you want.
Probably cost him like $300.
Yo, that's what you do when you're rich in Chile.
Here's another picture that's a candidate for picture of the week.
Oh my
That's amazing.
goodness.
Which leads us into our final what the fuck, bro.
Oh, what the fuck?
Where
bro?
in the world is Hope Solo?
What the fuck, bro? Hope, why did you stop drinking booze?
I know, dude. So, now, that being said, we're on Hope's Instagram, and the very first picture we stumble upon is her and Triple H, because why not?
Yo, her Instagram used to be much better when she was cutting loose.
It was so much spicier.
Like, I know that Alex Morgan got kicked out of Epcot, and like, yeah, that's great. But we need Hope Solo. We need her back, drinking, beating up, fighting her boyfriend, her husband now.
We were talking about this too. Like, if Hope's still on the team and still drinking booze, she's probably with Alex Morgan, yelling that they know
That's
the
a whole
Orlando
nother
SWAT
movie.
team.
That's a movie.
You're right. Yelling that they know the Orlando SWAT team at Epcot Center.
Oh my God.
And we were talking about that, and it was just like, how do you think that ends?
Hope Solo punching a Orlando police officer.
And getting tased.
Doing the backhand that lady at the University
Yes.
of Miami did. Yeah,
Yes.
that's exactly what I
And
see.
then getting tasered.
So yeah, we Hope Solo is one of our favorites. We followed her for a long time when she was unceremoniously dumped by the U.S. Women's team for being a sore loser.
Yo, check this out,
We
too.
rode with her from the get go.
Yo, check this out, too. They're not doing shit right now. They don't have another goalie. When they go to another real tournament, Hope Solo's coming.
Exactly.
You don't need the best goalie on the planet at home, even if she is a racist drunk.
Exactly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, this is all alleged Hope Solo tea. She allegedly beat up her fucking sister and her son.
Yo, I think we need to record a real quick disclaimer that we can play at the end. Just like 200 words in about 40 seconds.
Yeah, you're right. These are just our views.
Yeah.
And she also allegedly loves to punch her boy. And yo, let's not. Oh man. And remember her terrible fappening photos.
Yes.
Oh my
God,
goodness.
This is a video apparently of a rooster.
Yeah. See, that's not what we need, Hope.
No, man.
We need you out here.
This is way too cleaned up. Somebody sobered up and saw this shit and cleaned it up.
Yeah, you could tell she's in this 12-step program just based on the. There's a lot of American flags in there. She's really hitting that hard. She's not there. We need her back. We need Bender Hope Solo.
We do need Bender Hope Solo.
But yeah, that's
been a not so exciting check-in with our friend Hope Solo.
Oh, also, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck, Patrice Evra?
Yeah.
Why are you even in France right now? You need to just be over here. Cashing those I love this game MLS checks.
You know why he's still in France? Because he can still cash checks in France. He's coming here.
Yeah, those
he
are
just
French
didn't have to
checks.
come here yet.
Yeah, he stole that. He got that Marseille money, and now he's
Yo,
on.
you kick somebody in the face in Carson, California, they're probably going to arrest him.
Yeah, you're right. But then
Over there, he just went home.
Yeah, but like, are they really ragging on dudes that aggressively here?
Absolutely not. Nah. Everybody loves this game over here.
Yeah, it's just they're just happy to be
I
there.
love this game. Me happy. I broke.
And on that note, man, this has been a meaty, slightly spicy, a little bit liquory,
Pour out a little bit of liquor.
a little set piece, man. So
Sponsored by the Austin Crew and Bro Beers.
yes, shout out to Sports Radio Detroit, shout out Podcast Detroit.
Slavin Village, Chest Hair Mike.
Yeah,
knowing you.
everybody. The boys. We're here. Pat Devon. Mario, Nick on the keys. We'll be back after this international break to give you some more of that juice and the tea and the spice that you need.
Nah, yo, confetti ain't even hip. These niggas fucking up the game. That shit is so suspicious. You ain't buy it all unless you blew a ticket. All off in the Ville, but you ain't fuck them bitches. I'ma bow all summer just to flex for Christmas. Angel wings on the doors, I got a suplex. Money don't make you fly, that's just my perspective. Running up the skull to expose a bluff. Cause nowadays getting the win just ain't enough. Fuck the checkup last week, I got